All right, today I'm here with Justin English, who, by the way, is wearing a Cramps t-shirt that is so badass. We'll move past that, though. We already talked about it at length. Justin, we're here because you're a veteran. Where did you serve?
I was in the Army. I was stationed mostly at Fort Leonard Wood. I was in Germany.
Oh, cool. What years did you serve?
I served 91 to 2013.
Okay, so full career.
23.
Yeah, wow. Got in and got out. So most of the time you were in Fort Leonard Wood?
3 different times there.
Really?
So total of about 14 years.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be the majority of there.
Times.
How long did you stay in Germany for?
Just 2.
Yeah? I bet you had a good time.
Yeah,
especially if you're into the Cramps. It sounds like Germany might be your place to be, especially in the 90s. That'd have been a pretty dope place to be.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I could go back and enjoy a bunch of other stuff
that you didn't get to do. Yeah.
Like there's only so much you can squeeze into. It's not like you're there for a 2-year vacation.
Yeah, and most of the time you get a day off. So what can you really pull off in a day? But you'd be surprised.
Deployments and work and all that stuff. It's like, ugh.
So what made you sign up for the military to begin with?
I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. I thought my initial plan was I was going to do the 5 years I signed up for and then get out with the college money and go to college, and I just kept saying I'm not ready to get out yet.
Or they'd say, hey, you want to make more money? And you say, yeah, that looks good. And then a couple of years later, like, hey, guess what? You want to make more money?
And then about the time I was around 10 years and my last re-enlistment, I was like, okay, let's go ahead and go for broke. And
just stayed in for the end. Oh, that's crazy. What did you do while you were in?
I was a heavy equipment operator.
Okay,
so construction stuff.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. Is that something that you picked, or did it pick you?
I thought about wanting to be a truck driver, and when I hit the recruiting station, they must have needed heavy equipment operators. Because he was like, well, we can do that, or we can, and he shoved a video cassette in.
Yeah.
And it was like, look at this. And it was a bunch of, like a construction project. With all these pieces of equipment going around. He's like, you can do this, or you get to operate all that fun stuff, and you'll get to drive trucks, too.
So did you build anything big at Fort Leonard Wood or anything like that?
Most of the big stuff on posts, especially around here, is done by civilian contractors.
Okay.
That was Fort Leonard Wood's mainly a training post, so you're teaching all the kids. I was an instructor.
Okay, so that's basically what you're doing is you did as a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. That's awesome. Did you get a chance to build anything big overseas or anything like that?
Some stuff over in Iraq. Basically we'd come in there first and all the stabilizing stuff, get the groundwork ready for the. We kind of break down the construction engineers as vertical or horizontal.
Okay.
So horizontal shows up and gets the groundwork and all the
and then every vertical comes in.
Stuff built up.
That's funny that you talk.
Guys come in and build all the huts and all that stuff.
That's cool though. That I never thought. You're absolutely right, and that's such a military thing to describe it in that way.
It's sort of simplistic.
It's perfect. I was like, I was a horizontal guy. What's that mean? Well, I came in and did the foundation work. Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. I'm not messing with the windows. I'm not a vertical guy. I'm a horizontal guy. That makes perfect sense. That's awesome. That's really cool. What did you, after you got out, what'd you do?
I told myself I was going to take a year off after I retired, and that turned into almost 9 years.
Oh, wow. So that's good. That's good.
Just living off my retirement.
That's great. I mean, you earned it. Yeah, that's awesome. And that's part of it. I mean, if you put the time in and you don't want to do anything, you don't have to.
Tired of taking those monthly urinalysis tests.
Yeah. I can imagine. Once you got your freedom, you were free in more ways than one. That's funny. That's really cool. Well, Justin, thank you so much for coming to lunch with me today.
I appreciate the invite.
And thanks for wearing a really badass Cramp shirt and serving and locally at Fort Leonard Wood. We've been there multiple times. So thank you so much for your service and have a great day.
Great. Thank you.